Warning, this video contains bad language and sarcasm. I'm normally fairly mild-mannered, but due to coronavirus keeping us all indoors, there's been a spate of total and utter idiots on the internet and on YouTube, posting ludicrous claims splattered with words like mysteries and talking complete bollocks at great length, generally about 35 bloody minutes. There's some bloke suggesting that you shoot your heavy warbow with your hand like that. Well, if you put your arm up, naturally relaxed, you'll see your hand sits at this angle, or that angle at best. It certainly doesn't sit like that, which twists your shoulder, kicks your elbow out, the string will whack your arm, you'll just fuck your body basically. Mysteries. There are a lot fewer mysteries than there were before the Mary Rose bows came up. They're not one or two bows, it's a vast collection of bows which can be statistically analysed, modelled, played with, replicas can be made and tested. It gives us a huge amount of knowledge, and yet there's people saying, oh, they're not representative, they're not definitive, there isn't this, that and the other. We'd rather talk about bows that don't exist, or we've never seen, or we don't know anything about. It just beggars belief. Yes, there's a limitation, but we know when they sunk, we know where they were. There is a large volume of data on both the arrows and the bows. Why is there always someone who wants to argue about how something isn't true when it self-evidently is? They quote some medieval texts and what have you, which are fine, they're data, but all they've got to offer is somewhere it said there should be so many mean wood bows made for every yew bow. Well, there was a mean wood bow brought up off the Mary Rose. It was an elm bow. So it's not totally unrepresentative. What do they think we're missing? What do these other missing bows have that we haven't seen on the Mary Rose? Were they taller, shorter, fatter, thinner? Were they probably the same draw weight? Well, yeah, that's quite likely, isn't it? Because we've got a good spread of bows, a good spread of draw weights. They're probably going to be very similar. The elm one that was brought up is very similar. I've made one. It just beggars belief. Yeah, I think perhaps I should put on a quilted coat, wax my tash, put on a pointed wizard's hat and start talking bollocks about mysteries. When I was a nipper, there wasn't the internet, there was a few American books, there weren't the Mary Rose bows, there were some mysteries then. We've also had idiots who should know better publishing fancy books that people still buy, unfortunately, saying the heaviest weight bows in medieval times and what have you were about £80, based on nothing more than his own inability to pull a heavy bow. If you look at my videos, funnily enough, no one ever complains about what's in them, because I only actually make a video about what I've actually done and can actually demonstrate. I don't make a load of half-cocked theories, and I don't dress up like a fucking wizard. And that is the end of my rant. Good night, boys and girls. Sleep tight.